Well, Minister Dickter, thank you so much for joining us here on the Watchman on this beautiful set in San Antonio.
Thank you very much also for inviting me here.
Why is Syria and the chaos unfolding there such a big deal, not just for Israel, but for the West?
Because Syria is part of the chain, the Iranian chain that started from Iran via Iraq, Syria, Lebanon. They tried to build this chain, the northern axis, in order to confront all threats from Turkey and from the other countries. So they started to send troops from Iran, Revolutionary Guard Corps. They were not efficient because it's a different war. So they brought Hezbollah. And here comes the Israeli point of view, because we do know that Hezbollah, well trained in fighting this kind of fightings, and they were brought by Iran into Syria, and they changed the situation for a while. They blocked the rebels, and meanwhile Bashar al-Assad started to be more stable in Syria, but it was not enough. Then Russia understood that they have a very good chance to get back to the Middle East. And they surprised all intelligence services, the Israelis, the Americans, the Europeans, and the Arabs. One day they came. They came to Tartus port, the only port they have in the Mediterranean. They built the Hamimim airport and brought combat jets and started to attack. Now, I had a chat with the Russians. I'm the chairman of the Committee of Foreign Affairs and Defense, and when I talked to my colleagues, so it's a very interesting difference in terminology. I talked about Iran, our enemy state, while they talk about Iran, our ally. I spoke about Hezbollah, the terror organization, while they spoke about Hezbollah, their partner. Because they are using the carpet bombings in Aleppo, and Hezbollah is fighting on the ground. They have today about 20,000 terrorists collected from all countries, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Iran, Iraq, and they are fighting.
Minister Dickter, that is a very important point, I think, because we hear so much about ISIS gathering fighters from around the world, but Iran also is gathering Shiite jihadists to Syria to fight alongside them. From around the world, Afghanistan, Pakistan, as you mentioned.
To make it clear, Russia, Syria, Iran, they don't attack ISIS. They attack what we call the rebels, and they call the terrorists. The Syrian faction who are fighting against the regime, they are labeled as terrorists, and that's why they fight against them. They don't fight ISIS.